ladies and gentlemen. Joshua's Prime here, coming to you on behalf of Polymathics, the YouTube channel that helps you become a modern-day Renaissance man and or woman. And in this video, I don't know if I really have a topic today. I just felt like doing a video. I do have somewhat of a topic, but yeah, I guess you could file it under time management. And I've done a lot of time management videos before, and I've also done a pretty long one on a podcast. And when I do them, it's usually because I'm trying to manage my time better as it is. And many of you might be asking, Josh, how come the last few videos you've been doing them in vehicles? And it's basically because I'm trying to maximize my efficiency. Could I do them in my home office? Sure. I could. In some cases, I could probably do them out and about, like at the pool or the beach or wherever. But the bottom line is I'm just really busy. And to me, this right now, doing it like this, is the most efficient use of my time so that I can operate the most optimally. Because, for example, if I'm at the pool, I'm usually strategizing, writing, where our company's working on getting all of our books on the Audible, as well as we have 2 larger projects that we have in the works. So as those are going on, I'm not thinking about doing videos, but I still want to do videos. And sorry, my nose is really itchy right now. It's always something. It's always like my eye or my nose. There's always something. I live in Florida, and there are a lot of pollens and allergens about. So, especially in the morning, it gets me. It's the reason why you'll see me doing a lot of videos in the car. I also listen to quite a few podcasts. Sometimes I'll do a podcast in the car. Sometimes I'll listen to books on Audible in the car. So, and it's always trying to maximize my time. And the thing is, in my mind, if I consume, even with podcasts and YouTube videos that are informative and helpful and help me develop myself and help me reach the goals that I'm trying to reach, even those, I have to be careful, because I don't want to be consuming so much information that, one, I can't digest it and turn it into something actionable for myself, and 2, like, I get so scatterbrained. But the second thing is, I would rather be producing. Because at the end of the day, it's what you produce that is what allows you to add value to other people and to society. And so if I go too long without doing a video or a podcast or something, I start to get a little antsy, which is why, for me, this is working out really well. Will it always be like this? I don't know, probably not. I mean, at one point I had my own little studio back when we lived in Maryland, large 3rd floor. I had my own little studio set up. And you know what nobody tells you about those things, for anybody who's considering doing your own YouTube channel and stuff like that, is that for the light, first of all, they're not complicated to set up, but it's tedious. So unless you plan on keeping all the equipment set up and just put away in some other room, it's a little bit of a process. So you either want to batch all the videos, again, we're talking about time management, or you want to keep everything set up but just put away in another room, maybe if you have a basement or something. And I don't know how I got on this topic, but whatever, we'll roll with it. But the other thing that I'll tell you about those studios is that the lighting, even in a decently air-conditioned house, it gets pretty hot after a while, sitting under all those lights. And So anyways, things to consider, things that nobody tells you about. And in some ways, I prefer this, where there's this setup, or it's on the fly, or even if I'm holding it. And I know it's like shaky camera and stuff, but I truly believe that if the content is good enough and entertaining enough and informative enough, people don't care too much. I mean, I know it's always better to have clear video, but at the end of the day, like, I wouldn't stress about it. But here I am, and this is what I do. For me, this is the best way to maximize my time, so that when I can sit down and look at a project, it has my full attention. Because if I'm doing videos all the time in all the places, then it's like, it's harder for me to, for example, I couldn't sit down and really give full attention to a project that I'm working on while I'm driving. Unless, I mean, maybe if I had dictation going on, or if I was recording it, but even that, it's like, it's a whole nother, and especially like, you know, you can come up with some, if you're a writer and you're trying to come up with ideas for your book or something, you could do that. But trying to write the script while you're driving, either by dictation or, yeah, it's just too convoluted. That doesn't make sense. I have to make phone calls to clients a lot, and there are other things too. You know, there's so many things that go on behind the scenes that I wish more YouTube creators would talk about. For example, when you do podcasts, you could just upload the raw podcast, and that does work. But if you want it to be a little bit more formatted, so that you can do an intro and an outro, and you have, you know, like the audio is at least decent quality and all this, like, you have to do a little bit of editing, and that takes some time. That's another thing. So recently I've been trying to do better about putting little things in the videos to make them more fun, but that also requires more editing. By the way, my wife just published her first, they call it a no content book, or a low content book, which is essentially, so she published a journal, okay? And I'm gonna put it right there. Hopefully you can see it. Hopefully my magic worked. And this book is perfect for when you want to write ideas while you're sitting on the pot, while you're what was it? Tales on the Toilet is what it's called. So go ahead and check it out. We're gonna come out with more journals, some for the gym, some for the beach, things like that. But because again, you know, with time management, you never know when a good idea is gonna strike. And I have so many, let me get rid of this. I have so many ideas about that come to me in various times of the day. So because of that, I have multiple journals and notebooks, and sometimes I'll take notes on the phone, and I'll email them to myself. It depends on what the topic is about. But you know, sometimes I might record myself and then send it to myself. Sometimes I might do a video. Sometimes I have moleskin notebooks. I have spiral notebooks, and they're all over the place. I have one in my mag. I have one in like my work binder kind of thing. I keep them everywhere because you never know when lightning will strike. But that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully that was helpful, and if it was, give it a like. If you want to hear more and you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. But until next time, this has been Josh Coker, aka Josh Miss Prime, from Polymathics. Take it easy.